Breaking news from the White House this morning. The Biden administration has announced that it is automatically forgiving $39 billion in federal student loan debt for thousands of borrowers. NBC News senior White House correspondent Kelly O'Donnell joins us with this breaking story. So, Kelly, this news comes about 2 weeks after the Supreme Court rejected President Biden's debt relief plan that would have forgiven up to $20,000 in student loans for more than 40 million people who have been impacted by that. So what do we know about this new announcement from the Biden administration?
Well, Joe, when the Supreme Court put that plan from the Biden administration on the shelf, saying that was not lawful, they could not go forward, the president and the Department of Education were looking for other ways within the law that they could argue where they have authority to try to relieve some of the burden. And so the Department of Education today is announcing this plan, which looks at a system that connects repayment of loans to people's income level. And it found that there was an administrative flaw, they say, in the system over the years that needed to be updated and fixed. And this is under the powers under the Higher Education Act and within the authority of the department secretary. And so what they've been able to do is grant this loan forgiveness for those people who qualify under this program. And it's a considerable number, and it is much smaller than the sweeping plan they talked about. But it's one of the tools that the administration and the president have said they would be trying to deploy, looking for ways within the law, within the system, to provide relief. And so they argued that there were credits that those borrowers who've been paying back their loans over years were not properly given. And under the law, those who had paid their loans over a sweeping period of 20 to 25 years were supposed to have forgiveness. And the math on that had not been kept up to date. And so this is part of trying to make this administrative fix. And the result will be giving a reduced burden of debt and a real windfall for those who qualify. Not a full piece, as the president hoped, but a step in the direction of providing relief for student borrowers. Joe?
Kelly, we want to ask you another story about that building behind you there. A major development in a story we've been following. The Secret Service announcing they've closed their investigation into the cocaine that was found at the White House. What are they saying? What's the reaction?
Well, it's not even quite 2 weeks yet since that small baggie of cocaine was found inside a working entrance. I call it a working entrance because it's a place that's not used for ceremonial moments, but for people getting inside the West Wing on West Executive Avenue. And there are cubbies there where people who are not able to take their cell phone to certain secure areas, and that can include visitors and other personnel, where they place those things. It also is a place where visitors who are coming through on guided tours by staff, not public tours, but sort of VIP tours, they know someone who works for the administration coming in, they could also use that area. So what the Secret Service found is that they, in doing tests, forensic tests on the baggie, they could not find evidence to connect to a list of 500 people that they believe had access to that entrance in the days leading up to the discovery. So the case is closed, and they do not have an answer. Joe?
All right, Kelly, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.